Hi, friends. I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Quickly, a warm appreciation to everyone who has one way or the other helped in disseminating the information going on my YouTube channel. Thank you for your support. God will support you guys too. Quickly, I hope you're having a nice time and I hope you're enjoying this mathematics series. I believe that. So we get to work again today. We'll continue with variation. In the previous video, we spoke about direct variation. That is, direct relationship between two or more objects. But here, we'll be talking about inverse variation. And under inverse variation, let me give an example or let me illustrate what inverse variation is. If you have inverse variation, if you have a body or two things inversely related, what does that mean? It means as one increases, the other decreases or decreases too. Or I say as one decreases, the other will increase. So the relationship between them is not direct, it's inverse. As one increase, it will cause the other to decrease. So if I have an example, I can use, like I said, I can have t. If I say t varies inversely, that means inverse. I have 1 upon p. So this is an illustration of inverse variation. Don't forget, I mentioned this in the previous video. There is a variation symbol. And this shows that there's an inverse relationship. So how do I go about this? I can change this to equality sign by just writing t is equal to k times 1 upon p, and that means t is equals to k upon p. Am I good to go? I'm sure you understood that. So let's go to our example straight away. So it's possible to be told if the temperature of a body increases in certain centigrade, or the third relationship between the temperature of a body and the force applied to it is inverse. Calculate the temperature when the what? When okay, if the temperature is 27 degrees Celsius and the force applied to it is 5 newtons. Find the temperature when the force applied to it is 10 newtons. So that is an example of inverse relationship or inverse variation. Let's solve example 1. If x varies inversely, write it out. X varies inversely as well. X varies inversely as the cube root of y. The cube root. Cube root of y. And how do you write that? You write that x can be equal to what? 1 upon, don't forget, cube root of y. And what does that mean? Let me solve it here. That means now x is equal to, then you bring it a k times 1 there. So that means x can be equal to k divided by the cube root of y. And how do you go? You go, I'm not comfortable without pen. So you have x, they said x is 1. I mean 1 can be equal to k divided by, they said y is 10. The cube root of h. Cube root of h is what? That is 2. 2 times 2 times 2 will give us 8. So cube root means a number you multiply 3 times that will give you what is here, and that is 8. So that means 1 can be equal to k upon 2. Then our k can be equal to 2. And you cross multiply 2 times 1 is 2. So having done this, we are not done. We have gotten constant, like I said. We must get a constant first. Having gotten the constant, then you can go ahead to solve for any other variable you are told to solve for. Is that clear? Thank you. Let's move on. So we have this wiped. The question now says, find y when x is 3. Find y when x is 3. Don't forget x is equal to k over cube root of y. Then find y when x is 3. So this means that x is 3, our k is 2 upon the cube root of y. So what do we do? Let's proceed from here. I'm going to be having, you carry out the operation here. Cube root, that means 3 times the cube root of y, this is y, can be equal to 2. Isn't it? Dividing both sides by 3, so the cube root of y can be equal to 2 upon 3. Don't forget what cube root means. Cube root means y raised to power 1 over 3. That's what it means. From your indices, cube root means raised to power of 1 upon 3. So how do you are looking for y now? How do we get rid of this 1 over 3? You multiply this power by 3. If I multiply 1 over 3 by 3, I will get 1 there. And that turn this to just y. So whatever you do to this power, you do to the power of this. Don't forget, this one has a power of 1. So that means y raised to power 1 upon 3 times 3. That can be equal to what? 2 upon 3 raised to power 1 times what? Closes bracket times you have times 3, isn't it? Then let's proceed from here. So what do we have? We have this, multiply this, call this also my y. Y can be equal to 2 upon 3 all raised to power 3. And that means y can be equals to what? 2 raised to power 3, that is 8, upon 3 raised to power 3, 27. That is 8 upon 27. I believe you understood this video. If you have any question, make sure you make a comment on the comment section, or send me a message via my email. You can link me up via email, or you reach me on this contact. You have 08164869470. 08164869470. Thank you for staying with me. We take another video on something else. Thank you.